Hi everybody. Today we're going to take a look at Stephen Stills' 1991 release, Stills Alone. This is essentially an acoustic record with Stephen on all the instruments. However, there are touches of electric guitar throughout the record. The, this record is I've always wanted this record ever since I've wanted this record for ages and ages and ages. Um, but it is since out of print. But I was able to um, obtain one for my birthday. Um, I have several favorites on this record. Among them, the first track, Isn't It So? And there are a bunch of covers on this record. Um, chief among them, a song that Stephen had been doing since the 70s, called Everybody's Talking, which was made famous by Harry Nilsson in the movie Midnight Cowboy. But it was written by a singer-songwriter named Fred Neil. And the first time that I had heard Stephen do this was on a live record that he released in the 70s. Uh, um, and this was part of the acoustic portion of that show. And then I finally have a studio rendition of it from Stephen. Another favorite of mine is a song that I've heard Stephen do. This is another years old song that I believe he wrote back sometime around 1973 during the Manassas days, and he would often do it solo and with David, Stephen, and Graham, or David and Graham, as part of Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Crosby, Stills, Nash Young. But this is a song called Treetop Flyer, and I've always wanted a studio rendition of this number because the only renditions that I've had are live ones. And another favorite of mine is a medley of tunes that I first heard on Stephen's Live from Shepherd's Bush album called the Blind Fiddler Medley, and and I've already like the others, I've always wanted a studio rendition of this record, but of that group of songs. But he also does covers of Bob Dylan's The Ballad of Harless Brown, and a cover of the Beatles' In My Life, which would later be transformed into a CSN version on their album After the Storm in 1994. But another favorite of mine is a song called "The Right Girl" that because most of these aside from the covers, most of these songs were written by Steven, and and so, and like I said, there are some touches of electric guitar on the record, and the only other instrumentation other than electric and acoustic guitar is there is a tad bit of percussion that Steven does on one of the songs. I can't remember which one, but the cover photo was taken by photographer extraordinaire and fellow musician Henry Diltz. And the record itself was released on September 11th of 1991. And like I said, it has since gone out of print. And so I hope you enjoy this, and I give it 10,000 stars. Enjoy the record.